Hi, I'm Sister Unity, and today I would like to give you a video about ritual objects. Ritual clothing will be in another video, perhaps. Ritual objects. A piece of jewelry, something on your altar, some sort of property that you wield or use, either in a ritual or in other circumstances, theatrically or naturally. Objects that are imbued with some kind of meaning. Are there magic wands and crystal balls? Are there altar pieces? Does a scroll of lambskin with ink have power that affects people's lives? Of course it does. It has words, and words always affect people's lives. Do objects that you find in walks in the woods have enough power and meaning to belong on an altar or to alter a life? That's what this somewhat long video will explore. Feel free to skip around the video and just take bits and pieces as you like, or watch the whole thing. I'm going to show you some of my ritual objects of various kinds, as a way of introducing you into the possibilities of ritual objects that could be in your life. But first I want to give you the philosophical underpinnings of the idea of a ritual object. A ritual object is something that when you encounter it, use it, see it, it evokes a particular meaning and state of mind in you. And that may have a purpose, such as preparing for meditation, or performing a ceremony, like a wedding ceremony, or giving blessing to someone or something. Or it may just be for your general upliftment, or to help you trigger thoughts and contemplations on your life or yourself, or a situation that you're facing. Ritual objects can be used for a host of other purposes. In fact, theater uses all kinds of highly significant, hyper-theatricalized objects to evoke emotional and mental responses in the audience. And theater and spirituality started in the same places in early and prehistory. The idea is that the object is something that triggers an experience within. A ritual object is an object that triggers an experience within. That said, just about anything can be a ritual object. It depends on how you, the ritualist, define it, present it, and put it into practice. A ritual object is an object that triggers an experience within, and what makes that object so is how you define it, frame it, and use it. Here are some ritual objects. Oh. What? Rubber chickens are ritual objects. They are when you're a sister of perpetual indulgence, honey. When I appeared with these things and I chanted and I squeaked them, how did you react? If you thought it was funny or you laughed, then the objects I used triggered a reaction and an experience within you. That fits our definition. I will grant you that in this case, these objects were used more like theater props than ritual as we think of it. But I wanted to give you an example of how an object can affect what's going on inside of a person that encounters the object or you using the object. If I had been in a context of maybe giving you a blessing with it, that might make it a little more like a ritual object. You are blessed by the sacred cross-gendering shamans of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. I bless you with joy. You are blessed. There. I made a little ritual. I behaved in extraordinary ways. I used theatricality, which is definitely part of ritual. As I said, they started in the same place. And I used an object that is a symbol of joyfulness, laughter, a pink rubber chicken. Hello? In this ritual of giving you the blessing of joy. So you had a spiritual functionary in specialized garb, all designed to make you feel that this is not a normal conversation, this is a special event. I used words to define the event as blessing you with joy. So that's our intention, our theme of our ritual. And then I used an object that really looks like, symbolizes joy, joyfulness, a frickin' pink rubber chicken. If I had been doing something about Jesus Christ and bringing his blessings to you, I might have used, sorry, I thought I had a lamb. All I have is a pig with wings. Similar. I would have used a lamb, I would have used a Eucharist bread, I might have used a cup of wine, I would have used an image of Jesus, I would have used a crucifix, I might have spoken words from the Bible, because those are things that symbolize, look like Jesus. What is the intention of your ritual? What is the intention for your object? That is part of what gives it its specific ritual meaning. What is the intention of its use, of its presence? If you don't have an object, a ritual object, and you want a ritual object, ask yourself what it's for. What is your intention for this object? Then find an object that looks like, symbolizes, that intention. This is an actual African fertility doll. It is made from these nuts. 3 of these nuts have been connected together, with one with beads inserted into the skin or shell of the nut. And then little clothes made out of leather and fish bones and seashells adorn it as clothing and jewelry. And it has been personified by the beads for the face and hair made out of grass. So it has become a kind of deity. It has become a fetish. And fetishes are definitely ritual objects. This is about fertility. The intention for this is fertility. They've chosen nuts or seeds, which are, after all, the fertility of a plant or a tree. You drop them on the ground or you put them in the ground and they grow a whole nother plant. That's fertile! And then they've personified it, perhaps, to attach it to human sexuality or fertility. And perhaps to make it relatable, so you can talk to it and pray to her, it, him, them. The intention has been expressed in the making of this ritual object. You can definitely make your ritual objects. You don't have to just find one. They're both good. It just depends on what looks like, symbolizes, your intention, purpose for this object. And I will tell you, this one has gotten me some good fulfillment of intention. So, here's one that comes from the very beginnings of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. It was started by Sister So Am I, formerly known as Sister Missionary Physician, or Sister Missionary P. Delight. She's a radical fairy from a long time ago, and a sister from a long time ago. And in those long time ago days, she took, I think it was a car side mirror, and she made it into a neck piece and has worn it ever since, because as a mirror, it reflects back negativity and it lets you see the truth of your own self. And as a sister, she likes to bring those experiences to people. Sister So Am I, please correct me if I've gotten any of the details wrong. So this piece was made by Sister Crisco of the Memphis Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, the Blue Suede Sisters in Memphis, Tennessee. She put it on a black ribbon, she bejeweled the edges, and it's double-sided. So my heart is reflecting back upon itself as well. She's been making these a lot in recent years, so now it's not just Sister So Am I that uses this mirror, but a lot of us have it because we find great resonance with that original intention and purpose of this object. It not only is imbued with its meaning, reflecting truth, reflecting away negativity, but it also actually does it. It actually reflects. So an object that actually does the thing that you are intending is also good. This is a beautiful piece of jewelry that was made for me by a sister and given to me at the 40th anniversary conclave in San Francisco, where the sisters first began. Isn't it lovely with its chandelier crystal on the end and hand beaded with the rainbow flag in beads and my color, orange, in various beads? It's perfectly delightful to me because for me it symbolizes, because it looks like me, the gay community that I serve and am a part of, and fabulosity, which I use to serve my community and to express myself. So a piece of jewelry has meaning and resonance, and when I put it on, it helps me to feel like and summon sister unity. In my next video, I will walk you through the actual ritual objects, the altar items of the Los Angeles Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Ooh, stay tuned. There is literally some good shit. If you have questions about ritual objects, how to make them, where to find them, how to use them, what they are, Please feel free to get in touch with me or to ask questions in the comments below. Please, if you enjoy ritual objects, take pictures or make videos yourself of yours, so that other people can avail themselves of this small but creative, crafty, and meaningful practice. And remember, you are blessed with joy.